Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of the Hockey House. You may know us from the popular hockey news website, thehockeyhouse.net. I'm Stephen Ellis.
I am B to the R to the E to the N to the D to the N and Brendan Saunders.
Brendan.
Yes, me.
I saw someone else. Well, sorry, you told me about somebody else.
What?
Who's got a very similar name to you.
Okay, so there I was, a young boy with hair like mine, looking at a young boy. Well, I don't actually know if he was young, but he looked pretty good. So a young other boy, short hair, beard, not my height, name Brendan, my name, Sanders. Brendan Sanders. His name's Brendan Sanders. I'm Brendan Saunders, like you all know, of course, Brendan Saunders.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
Guys, ever go to watch cross-country races? He's competing for victories all the time, so.
Well, you'll see Brendan Sanders. You'll see us both. Did we ever shake hands?
Anyways, welcome to the show this week. It's been a while, but how's your life?
Well, you know, I was looking up a brick wall the other day, and I thought, hey, I could be that when I grow up. What about yours?
It's been good. I'm watching a lot of hockey myself. Getting ready for the Hall of Fame induction weekend coming up soon. And, of course, who's not excited for the World Under-17 Championships?
It's true.
And what else are we looking forward to? The Dutchland Cup.
Yes.
Dutchland Cup. So if you want to see Canada win in 0 tournaments in November, Dutchland Cup and Under-17s, you'll see them win nothing.
Yeah.
So
they win. Well, they win every once in 5 years. So I mean, they won last year, so I don't know. They have a good. I mean, Cameron Hills is good. I can't wait to watch him.
All right, then. So let's talk. A lot of this will be about NHL today, but we'll do some OHL, obviously, to talk about CHL.
Oh.
So I want to know, specifically, what are your thoughts right now on the Detroit Red Wings? Because I know that's a team you're passionate about, and I know that's a team that a lot of people, Food Basics, apparently are passionate about.
Yeah. God, they're crazy about it. Every time I call them, I'm like, huh? Draft picks? Devin Chavlovsky? Who is it? BC Chilliwack Chief? Yeah, no. I mean, I do like Detroit. I've enjoyed them a little bit. I can say their drafting is awful. I've actually.
But this season specifically.
Okay, well, this season they started off rough, and I thought, well, you know, I know we were having conversations before. Is this the season finally they're not going to make the playoffs? And if they don't make the playoffs, maybe they skyrocket right off the moon. You know, it's well deserved. I mean,
which I think would be a good idea. How many years have they made the playoffs in a row? 23.
They made it since 1991. So 20.
More than that.
More than. But no, I mean, you can't trade all your first-round picks. This is a lesson Chicago should be learning right now. I know they have Nick Schmaltz, but one player doesn't make a team. And for God's sake, don't trade your first-round picks or you end up like Detroit.
See, the thing about Detroit is that's a team that hasn't had to draft in the first few picks for a long time.
Yeah.
That's because they keep picking later in the year.
Well, they did, yeah.
So, and they had a big tendency, specifically in the mid-2000s, where they were trading like every pick they had.
No, yeah, for sure. And you think about those guys, Shea Weber. Now, Mike Green's with them now, but I mean, he could have been with them way earlier. But you think Shea Weber, you think Duncan Keith.
Green's playing very well right now.
I know, yeah, getting the hat trick was really nice, but I mean, the defense could be a lot better than there. I know people might not stay with the team, but at least having them, like, you could have maybe won 2 more Stanley Cups with a defense like that. But you can't trade away your draft picks. And for God's sakes, do not draft Brendan Smith. Do not draft junior A players in the first round unless they're Kyle Turris, who's getting 100. But even then, 3rd overall pick guy had to play junior A. Like, do not draft Dennis Chavlovsky. Please do not draft him. Draft Jacob Chikrin instead.
Yeah, Jacob Chikrin's playing pretty well right now.
3 points in 3 games as of this point. Like, if this airs and there are people like, hey, he has 7 points in 11 games. Well, you know, we're telling him right now, 3 points in 3 games.
Yeah, so that's a guy who could actually probably stick for the full season.
Yeah,
he's playing well enough.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know, I do always like development. Unfortunately for the Sarnia Sting, 3 players are now in the NHL: Zakov, Konecny, and Chikrin, which I think.
Like Chikrin, we agreed. Chikrin was a massive steal because he's a guy who should have gone first few picks. Didn't because of injuries and because of misconception for him. And he fell all the way down to
16
to the Coyotes. Yeah, and that was going to be the Red Wings pick.
It was.
Yeah, and they decided, oh, let's trade that to.
Yes. I'm not a big fan of, like, I mean, getting the second round pick is great because, I mean, they've lost their 2nd round pick in now a couple of years. I know the David Legg one, we needed.
Oh, yeah. David Legg, what's he doing these days?
Well, he's minus machine. Is
he still playing?
I don't know, actually. I know he owns the Sarnia Sting, so speaking of Jacob Chikrin.
Oh, wow. So like, he could have actually helped make that deal happen, but no.
He could. So I do like the other 2nd round pick. So, I mean, I do like Giovanni Smith. And then the defenseman they got's actually playing with Saginaw right now. He's kind of he was a defensive defenseman before the draft, but he's become an offensive defenseman since no one in Saginaw likes to score. He's like, well, I might as well score since no one else is doing it.
Well, I like Anastasia. Is that how you saying his name?
The forward?
Yeah.
Andre Athanasio.
Yeah, that's him. I love him.
Yeah, no, he's good. But, you know, I have a problem with, so they released Teemu Pulkkinen and Furk. I mean, those are good hole fillers for a guy like Andre Athanasio to develop one more year.
I know, there's a lot of guys that, you know, you want to change. You've been very vocal about that for years. Who knows what's going to happen. Anyways, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk a bit more about some NHL teams, and specifically the Toronto Maple Leafs. Welcome back to the Hockey House. Brendan,
Yes, me.
that's your name?
Okay.
Vancouver Canucks. That's a team that I think is just super fun to watch every single night.
I have my hand up, but now I don't because we're talking about Vancouver.
They started the season with 3 wins in overtime. First off, like, what the heck?
I know. Where did Vancouver come from?
To go into, like, yeah, you've won all your games without actually winning in 60 minutes. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, no, it's crazy stuff. Like, I mean, they're playing like a lot better than anyone expected.
Here's the thing with Vancouver. I don't know how well they're actually playing. They're getting pretty lucky. They're playing well in the second half of the game. First half, they're not playing well at all.
They're like the opposite of the
The
Leafs.
goaltending situation is kind of interesting. You got, I didn't see, how did they do last night?
Oh, they lost, unfortunately, their first regulation game, but considering they hadn't lost up to this point in regulation, I mean, that's great for Vancouver, who before the season, I mean, I looked and they were like, yeah, Vancouver's bottom 5 team for sure. And I mean, they started up like just kicking and going, like they are on fire.
Yeah, well, see, like the thing with Vancouver is you got 2 goalies who I think can win games.
Yeah, no, I like Ryan Miller.
Ryan Miller is my favorite goalie, and then I like Markstrom a lot. Markstrom's been really talented.
And he was a high prospect, so I mean, it's time to go for him.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like, we're seeing Sutter play really good, playing up top line there.
Bo Horvat's starting to go.
Horvat's playing great. Sedin's, they're kind of coming close to the end of their career.
But I do like the Louis Eriksson move when they got Louis Eriksson, just because the Sedins and Louis Eriksson play well together. So I do like
see,
that
that's
move.
the thing. They haven't been playing that great this year. And they didn't play well at the World Cup.
Yes.
They played really good at the World Championships a few years
Yes,
ago.
it's true.
When are we going to see them play well at this level?
It's true, yeah. I mean, right now it's the younger guys taking over Vancouver right now, and I think it could be even better if they had like guys like McCann develop. I think if Horvat had developed one more year. Same with Hunter Shinkaruk, they traded him away.
Already. Yeah, Granlund's playing good.
No, yeah, for sure. But I mean, they have a lot of forwards, like a lot of forwards from first-round picks, and I mean, through trades, they've just kind of whittled it down a little. I don't know when Brendan Gotts is going to go. I mean, it's great that he gets to develop in 2 years in the AHL. Now it's his 3rd year, so I mean, that's fantastic for a guy like him, former first-round pick in both the NHL and the OHL draft. So a pretty consistent guy, pretty much his whole career of being a good player. So I mean, I'm excited to see him because he'll be the only one besides the rest of them. I mean, Horvath was in the NHL at 19. Virtanen, besides me telling everyone, please do not put Virtanen in the NHL. I mean, shouldn't be there because he was bad at the World Junior. He was in the NHL at 19. McCann is now gone, but he was NHL at 19. Hunter Shinkaruk, they traded away.
Jeff Branson's playing okay.
Oh, no, yeah,
He had another good young guy.
I do like the defensive defenseman. I mean, I thought they could have got more just because McCann he's a former first-round pick. He made the NHL as a 19-year-old. I know that's not saying much because it depends which team you're on. But, I mean, I am excited to see Brendan Gotts because he'll be the only one of those forwards who actually gets to develop all the way through junior, all the way through the AHL. So I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, and like there's one thing about Vancouver's core. Yeah, they got a younger team. They're building towards a good future. And they're fun to watch. That's just simple as that. I talked to a few guys who were saying, like, you know what, it was not fun to watch these last few years. I'm finding this team to be a blast. And it's like, because you don't know what to expect. Those 3 overtime wins were comebacks, but like at the same time, they were just like, who expected that? And then to go do the same exact thing against LA and then lose to their 3rd goalie in Peter Budaj, who I think. Peter Budaj, if you guys don't know me that well, is one of my favorite goalies.
Former Colorado, former Montreal, former
I have
everywhere.
a cover of NHL, I want to say 14, with him on the cover.
Oh, really?
I mean, I custom made it, but
nice.
Yeah, it says, "We believe in Budaj," and Budaj was never that great. He played behind, what's his name again? Your favorite goalie ever to play?
Terry Sashuk? I thought he died.
I said your favorite, Terry Price.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I don't think Terry Sashuk could be your favorite player because you never saw him play live.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I'm like Wolverine. Like I never die. I'm there. I'm like this. I talked to your great grandpa, great grandpa, Steve Van Ellis.
But yeah, Vancouver's a fun team to watch, and it'll be kind of interesting to see how they do. Because you got Vancouver, Detroit, 2 teams that were good around the same period of time, between 2007 to 2011, and they're now going completely different directions.
No, yeah, for sure. I think, well, I mean, Detroit, I think, can't win because, I mean, Peter Mrazek is good. Their defense is horrid, though. My God, it's other than Mike Green, that defense is like, whoo, God, throw that out.
Well, yeah, that's been the problem since Lidstrom.
Yeah, no, when they had...
And Cromwell being injured,
I mean, Cromwell and Eriksson, yeah, I liked them back when they made the Stanley Cup final just because, you know, they are good third line, maybe second line guys, but behind Rafalski, behind Lidstrom, that was good. Brad Stewart, I kind of disliked extremely. But Eriksson and Cromwell are good at lower totem poles. But as the top guys, whoo, God, Lord, there. Jesus have mercy. I saw Eriksson pass it in front of his net a bunch of times.
Back to Vancouver quickly.
Oh, yes.
Where are they going to finish?
You know, I think they could make the playoffs because, I mean, they're a lot like Calgary back when they made the playoffs. I guess it's 2 years in now that they win. They do anything to win. They win. So, I mean, I think I could see them in the playoffs, definitely.
I honestly could see them come in somewhere around 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay. They can't rely on how they're playing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about more Canadian teams, including the Montreal Canadiens and, you know, Toronto Maple Leafs, of course. Welcome back to the Hockey House. Brendan, did you take my tuxedo of the week?
Huh?
My jersey, my thread, whatever of the week? I can't find it. Whoa, that's it? Oh, wow.
Haha. Swiper, no swiping. Take that. No.
So, I'll take
hey,
it back.
you swiped it back. No.
So, this month's October, as you guys obviously know.
It is.
It's kind of an important time for a lot of people. It's the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of places fundraising. So, if you get a chance to go to your local junior hockey rink and see a Pink in the Rink game, which a lot of teams have it, definitely go. This is one I got from the Oakville Blades last year.
It's a new car.
It's Drew Orad, still plays for the team.
He played with Travis Konechny.
He did, and now he's playing the OJHL. But yeah, basically try to support your teams if they have any Pink in the Rink fundraiser games. It's for a good cause. Anyways, let's talk about teams who are not for a good cause, who are more for spending a lot of money and stealing a lot of money.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs first.
Hey, they steal money.
Is this the most fun we've actually had watching the Toronto Maple Leafs play?
Well, it's hard to say. It's it is fun to see guys like Mitch Marner, guys that we've talked about for years and years and years. I remember talking about him when he was a rookie. He was like, oh man, nobody talks about this guy. Everybody talks about it, and then we talk to scouts, and they talk about it. But no, yeah, Mitch Marner, I really like Mitch Marner. He's a good player. Austin Matthews, I think a lot of Leafs fans are excited to see. Connor Brown, I would have liked.
No, wait, people like Austin Matthews? No way.
I thought that was a state in Nevada.
Wait, how many goals did he get in his first game?
Well, I think Jupiter.
Jupiter, yeah, he had 4 Jupiters.
Jupiter. But no, I think it's exciting for Leafs fans, although they're still a terrible team. They're not a very good team.
They're not good defensively, I can tell you that.
They're actually the opposite of Vancouver. We were talking about Vancouver, like they win, right? They come back and win. Toronto's the other way. They just lose.
They're winning and then losing. They've led in every single game and have lost multiple.
Yeah, they like try to lose. It's even worse than 2007 when they were up against Buffalo 3-0 with 15 minutes in the third period, and they lose 5-3. I'm like, oh, God, Daniel Briere, what a good player.
Okay, do you want to remind Leaf fans of a certain thing that happened in 2013?
Okay, so they tried to buy donuts, but Tim Hortons was closed. So they went over to Donuts and Bagels, and they said, who are you, the Toronto Maple Leafs? And they said, no donuts or bagels for you. Oh,
I thought they blew a lead to...
Oh, yeah, that too, but more donuts and bagels.
Yeah, so they blew a lead to the Boston Bruins. You guys all remember that, but of course the Leafs were up 4-1 this year against the Bruins and beat them. So.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it does happen. But, they still are a bad team. Defensively, I'm not a big fan of them. I think definitely they have a lot of stuff to work on. I have been happy with Will Nylander's game. I mean, he's been playing pretty good. Marner he's doing okay. And for your first year in the NHL, I mean, there's, as a rookie, you need to open your surroundings, and you're not going to be the same player you were as in junior, unless you can be, which would be great if you can get 126 points in 57 games. But sometimes it doesn't happen. But I mean, it's exciting for Leafs fans. It's exciting to look at the prospects as well, because you look at Jeremy Baracco, like he's having a fantastic season. You look at Zirkle's down in Rwanda, having a fantastic season. Dermott, same thing, and Nielsen's not doing too bad in the AHL too. He's doing quite well too. So I mean, they have some good prospects as well. I mean, their team still stinks, but the good news is they can get a high draft pick, and the 99s are fantastic.
A lot of teams stink.
That's true. A lot of teams do stink.
There needs to be some deodorants.
I know Gillette's the best you can get, but can they please give some to the Canadian teams?
Not sure that's deodorant, but good try.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, that's a team where it's like they score a lot, but they don't defend a lot, and that's the thing.
True.
Frederick Anderson's not playing great, and that's unfortunate. I know Victor and Lee and I, we had a conversation who the best Danish goalie. It's still Frederick Anderson.
I thought it was me. I thought we ended on me.
It could be, I don't know. But basically, the Leafs are not winning with their goaltending right now.
No, yeah.
And that's been a very key thing. And their defense is still pretty inexperienced. When you got Matt Lashoff playing big moments, it's kind of concerning. But and I know your thoughts on some guy named Jake Gardner. By the way, World Cup of Hockey, I saw someone wearing a Jake Gardner number 51 Team Canada tuxedo jersey thread.
Wait, Team Canada, Jake Gardner?
That
kind of makes my skin burn.
Well, see, it's funny because there was a guy who had the same first letter in their last name, Getzlaff, who was 51 at the Olympics many years ago.
Yeah, that's like they ironed it off. Maybe they did. But
it felt weird.
I don't know why they just didn't keep Reimer. I mean, I liked Reimer. I liked Bernier.
Reimer, I felt like he wasn't going to sign back with the team. Let's just put it this way. People weren't nice to him. People weren't fair with him.
They didn't need to trade him. It's like Steve Sullivan all over again. Like, some guys are just like dumb as a doornail. It's like, get that out of your head. Like, he was a great goalie, man. Like,
he was a good goalie, but the problem is, it's like, it just didn't seem like it was going to work out. And I think let's trade it for something as opposed to nothing.
I mean, I don't know. He was a good goalie. And even Bernier was not a bad goalie, but playing like I don't know if people understand how bad their defense is. Like Morgan Riley, they're like Morgan Riley. Hey, where did they go right with Morgan Riley? Where did they go wrong with Morgan Riley? Good Lord, that guy flies up the ice, just falls on his butt, and is right back in time for the goal to go in. It's like so I'm looking up dictionary. I look in for defense. Okay, so Morgan Riley is not that definition. So I go defensive liability. Oh, there's Morgan Riley's face right there. But no one understands how bad their defense is. And like people blame, as we were talking about the Boston loss in 2013, Reimer had nothing to do with that. Jake Garner literally passed the puck to Petit Bergeron. He was like, I'm going to clear. Oh, my armpit hurts. Oh, Petit Bergeron just scored. Well, I'm done. Time to go get my sandals on. But no, it's
His
like
sandals.
Yes, his sandals for the summertime. But I mean, Reimer was a great goalie. I mean, this season, I think the Leafs are probably going to finish near last place.
I've heard some people say there's a better chance of them making the playoffs coming near the end of the order. I think they're going to do much better than last year, for sure. They're a better offensive team. I feel like, though, let's see how this goes 60 games into the season.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, well, did goaltending pick it up and the offense go down?
No, yeah, it's true. And, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they finished last, because I mean, Mark Hunter's done a great job drafting the prospects he has.
I'm shocked that you just give like credit to somebody.
No, yeah. The only guy I like in the Leafs organization is Mark Hunter. That's about it. So
what about their video guys and their janitor staff?
Well, I mean, they do a great job. Like I see rappers, I see popcorn on the ground. I'm like
rappers like yo.
Yeah, no, I see them on the ground. I'm like, Snoop Dogg, what are you doing down there? Hey, I'm on the floor. There's a bottle beside me. Oh, getting swept away by the gin. That's what an incredible team. Goodbye. Oh, there goes Snoop Dogg. No, but their tandem staff is great. But no, Mark Hunter, I do like Mark Hunter as a player. Him and his brother were kind of like, I didn't like them.
Did we meet Mark Hunter once at the OHL Cup?
We did. I drank an insanely amount of chocolate milk and had to rush to the bathroom, and he was sort of in my way, and it was a good look. I almost tackled him. I would have been like, Mark, get out of my way, Mark Hunter. I had Metro chocolate milk and bananas. Oh.
Already. But yeah, like the Leafs are a team where it's going to get to the point where like they're going to have to play a better full-out game, 60 minutes. That's the thing that they were plagued like 10 years ago. Remember, the joke was like, oh, third period late, they lost.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it was not possible. So I don't know. Like that's a team that you almost gotta feel like it's gonna happen soon. They're gonna be good soon. They got the prospect. Who's their goalie though? That's the thing.
No, it's true.
But Enroth won't be the guy, and I think Anderson has to be the guy, but he needs to pick it up.
But is he the guy? I mean, Bibo played well in Val-d'Or. And he's playing okay in the AHL, but I was really confident they were going to draft Carter Hart. Like I was very surprised. If you don't know Carter Hart, he plays for the Everett Silvertips in the WHL.
And he will play for Team Canada World Juniors. So
yeah, well, maybe. I mean, he had a rough camp, but usually he does play pretty well. He won the goalie of the year his second year in the WHL, so that's something to look forward. And I thought that was going to be their pick with the first pick in the second round. I thought, yeah, for sure they're going to pick Carter Hart because their goalie prospect is not deep. Their goalie prospect system, but they didn't. And I mean, I don't know, who's their goalie?
All right, well, so that's one thing I think we'll talk about all year long, their goaltending issues. We're going to break. We come back. We're going to do a CHL roundup to finish it off. Welcome back to the Hockey House, and your name is Brendan Saunders?
I have short brown hair. I have a beard. I'm a guy who goes to Brock.
Brendan Saunders, that's your name.
I almost thought it was the other guy.
All right, so this is your part where you shine.
Oh, wait, are we talking about the CHL? The Central?
The Champions Hockey League, yes, Champions Hockey League.
It's great.
Getting ready for that? No, we're talking about the CHL being the Canadian Hockey League. Who should we be watching out for right now? Because we know the season is kind of in full swing. All the players have returned to their teams. Yeah. We're finally getting to watch the best of the CHL. Who to watch?
Oh, no, so here's what I want to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to divide it up into 3 leagues, but I'm going to divide it up to 3 things. I'm going to say my team of the week, I'm going to say my player of the week, and then I'm going to say my draft prospect of the week. So I'm going to go really fast because I know we don't have hours and hours and hours, because if we did, I would talk about it all day. But so we'll start in the WHL like
start a podcast.
Hey guys, I'm here to talk about all day, every second junior hockey. Okay, we're scrolling down the list, junior hockey. But so I'll start in the WHL, just like Subway Super Series does. So what team am I picking in the WHL? Regina Pats. Whoa, baby. They are good. On other shows before, I talked about the Prince George Cougars, and I talked about how open the WHL is, because there's no team like Brandon who was supposed to win last year, and they did win last year. But no, whole baby. Regina is good. Everyone's playing.
Hey, Bob Cole.
Yeah. Hey, boy. Maybe I'll have another one. Oh, Anchors. Squidward. No, they have a great team. Sam Steele is playing unbelievable. Connor Hobbs is there. They got Nick Henry, who's playing great. Another guy who I'm actually going to mention as my WHL player of the week. But Regina is flying on all cylinders right now. I mentioned Prince George Cougars, but I don't think it's the worst thing if Regina wins because, man, they are good. Saskatchewan's a great hockey market, and they need a good team to win because, man, these guys are good. So now moving to the OHL. So, doing, okay, my OHL team of the week. It's a team that's talked about Leaf prospects and Florida prospects, the Kitchener Rangers. Jeremy Baracco, Adam Askerton. I've mentioned Greg Morales on the show before. They are doing great right now. They're
fun to watch.
No, they are. These guys are outstanding with their offense. A
lot of guys could be playing at the under 18s.
No, yeah, no, for sure. These guys are Connor Bunham. That's another guy. Bunham in Philadelphia Flyers draft pick. Kitchener is a good team to watch, and I think with London not getting Mitch Marner and Tkachuk returning, I think they are definitely a team to watch. I know Erie's playing well right now, and I've mentioned them before on the show, but
London's going to be a fun team still to watch, I think.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
And I thought almost if they put Tkachuk back, that would make a lot of sense.
No, yeah.
Because he's a guy who could, I think, really benefit from it.
No,
because get him to be the leader of the team as opposed to having Marner to be the leader. And all of a sudden, wow.
There's a lot of ice time that he didn't have last year.
But no, he's still playing top 6 in Calgary. So.
Oh, yeah. But, I'm not a general fan of 19-year-olds playing in the NHL.
Yes, you've made that clear. But you do like Chikrin right now.
No, yeah, Chikrin's great, but he's an 18-year-old, which kind of Googles my...
Remember, we are in our last year of draft eligibility.
That's true. So somebody please draft us. But, Jacob Chikrin's uncle went in as an 18-year-old with the Leafs, Luke Richardson, and he kind of got ruined. I know people are going to say, well, he had a great career. Look, he's not complaining. I know he's not complaining because he's amazed that he actually lasted that long. So the QMJHL. So my QMJHL team is a former Memorial Cup winning team. It is the team that beat London, Shawinigan Cataracts. Now, before the season started, I thought, okay, St. John is definitely going to win. St. John has pulled to St. John, and they're not doing that well.
Well, the goaltending is kind of questionable, too. Alex Bishop, former OJHL goalie.
And a rookie now is their backup. St. John's playing St. John like they always do. But Shawinigan, it's unfortunate. I don't think Anthony Bolvilli is going to come back just because he's playing so well. But Shawinigan, definitely a team to watch there. So now I'm going to say my player league. So for Regina Pats, Chase Harrison, guy's a 96, same as us. But he's doing 15 points, 12 games, plus 19 as a defenseman. I don't know where this is coming from, but he's a guy on the Regina Pats who is a very, very pleasant surprise. If you watch him, he's great. Now, ding, 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 OHL.
No, I guess you don't need transitions. You can just do it all yourself.
Ding, ding, OHL. I'm going to pick Giovanni Smith, a Detroit Red Wings prospect who I'm extremely excited to watch right now. He's got over a point a game. He's a plus player, and he's a tough player. If I had to compare him to anyone, he's a Tyler Bertuzzi on steroids. He is really, he's good. He's a tough player who can score.
How about Tag Bertuzzi?
Yes, Tag Bertuzzi. He's someone to watch. Number 84, Oakland Grizzlies, 2001, really good player. And
Oakland Grizzlies?
That's Oakland Grizzlies.
Like as in California?
No, it's Oakland, Michigan. I thought it was California too, but apparently it's Michigan.
You learn it something new every day.
But no, he's great. Giovanni Smith, Guelph Storm. On a bad Guelph team, he really shined last year. He's really tough, and he's a very good prospect. We can't wait to see. QMJHL. Shawinigan Cataracts. Oh, Samuel Girard. Now, Samuel Girard, short guy, 5'9", third overall pick back in 2014. Guy has 17 points in 7 games. He's plus 8. He's a defenseman. Now, if he was 3 inches taller, 20 pounds heavier, I think he would have been a first-round pick. But he is definitely making a case for Nashville to maybe put him up as a 19-year-old next year in the NHL. He's doing great. Now, my prospects of the week, WHL. Prospect of.
You got to do this quick.
Okay. Nick Henry, Regina Pats. I know I went Regina. His 12 points, 12 games in the rookie season. Great. I love it. OHL, I'm going to Regan O'Grady, former first-round pick of the Kingston Frontenacs, former Marlboro's captain. Guy is really playing well right now. Plus 9 is 4 points, but he's a good defensive defenseman. And the QMJHL, Joe Lee Tesdale, great player.
Cool. All right. That's all we have for today. Don't forget to visit thehockeyhouse.net for all episodes of the TV show. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Stephen Ellis.
I'm Brendan Saunders.
Thanks for watching.